Well, today I hope to replace the back brakes on my Isuzu. So first step is to take the wheel off. We'll take this wheel out of the way. It looks like about a 14 or 15 millimeter wrench I have to have. So here, what we've got to do is remove these two long bolts on the back of the caliper. Okay, so in order to make sure that I've allowed enough room in the caliper to put the new brake pads in, I want to spread the old caliper. So I just put this in here and I'm just prying. And now this is becoming very loose, of course, because I'm pushing the piston way back, and of course up underneath the hood of the car it's squirting all the brake fluid back up into the reservoir up top. But now I've got this piston pushed right back flat, and if we take a look, see if I can get one of these brake pads out of here, take a look at. Come on, there we go. You can see, well, they're not totally worn out, but you can see that the thickness that's left of the pad there compared to the thickness here, there's quite a difference. So when I put in two brand new pads that are this thickness, I'm going to need all of that piston shoved back into the chamber. Here's a shot of the vice grips holding the piston in position so that when I go to the other side, I don't end up with, so when I go to the other side and I push the piston back, I don't end up with this piston popping out.
Well, there aren't too many bolts left to take out. The last two here are what holds the carrier in. This carrier has the caliper fastened to it. And we'll just take that off and take the carrier out and set it down on the table. And all we've got left to do is to take that rotor off. And it's pretty rusty, so a few swats with the hammer should crack it loose. You don't get too much damage on it. It's not going to hurt it. So just a little wiggling here, and off it comes, and we can see what's inside. Well, it doesn't look too good. There is really only about 50% of the surface area that was doing any work at all. And it's the same on both sides and both rotors. And here are the brake pads and the carrier and a couple of bolts that the caliper pivoted on. Well, time to take it over to the machinist, and he's fastening it up on his brake lathe. Now this took an awful lot of work to clean up. It was quite rusty and quite badly pitted, so it ran through the brake lathe several times before we got any decent surface on it. But eventually we got it all done, and it should work quite well. Back together it goes, and they look just like brand new. On goes the carrier along with the two new brake pads, and we'll just tighten those up. There it is. Tighten it right up. And the caliper goes on with the piston in it. And that's it. We got the brake job done one afternoon. We also did the front brakes, and they aren't much different. One Isuzu back on the road again.